Okay, so wanted to show you a video of putting together an event on the calendar. So once you log in, you come over here to ME Calendar and you want to click All Events. So there's 3 types of events that kind of get added. One is something like this, which is a larger event that we have sponsorships for that requires like a kind of more of a fully designed page. Then we have these, which are events that are from chamber members. So we're just something that we're highlighting on our calendar. Then we have something like this, that's our networking events. So we don't ask anybody to sponsor those events necessarily. It's just a standard event that everybody can come to. So I'll show you the difference of both of them, or all 3 of them. The Wake Up Wayne's, any of our networking events, and any event that we add for one of the chamber members will all follow the same premise. So let me show this to you. So you put the title in. With the Wake Up Wayne's, we just put the date, the month and the year in there in parentheses. So then that way, because this stuff does change depending on where the event is hosted. So a typical post structure, you put in the description of the event. You tag it as a networking or whatever opportunity it falls under. Then you come here to the date and the time. So you put that information in. Now, some of the things is that if somebody gives us a repeating event, we can add that. We can add it as typically it's like, an every weekly or monthly, whatever it is. Or we can do custom days where we can put it on, like if they have it like, running 3 days a week or whatever for a certain time, we can do that through here as well. You can also set repeating and then do exception days. So if we're doing say they get to doing a networking event that's every month, but they decide not to do December, then we can go the exception days and then just add an exception of like, okay, just don't show that event on that day. Okay? So you fill out all of this information, then you put any repeating information in there. Then you want to come down here to location and venue. And so this is where these are what is already here, because these are what we've had already in events. You can, if you don't find it, just insert a new location, and then it'll pop up all this information. You just need the name, the address. You don't need this latitude, longitude. You do not need. If they have a website, I just pop it in, and if they've got a phone number, I pop it in for them. And then if there's an image, if we've got their logo or I can take one off of their website, I just do that for them just to give them more visibility, because that's kind of what we're looking to give them that's benefit. In addition, we also put in the description here, like, hey, thanks for such and such business for hosting this Wake Up Wayne or whatever it would be. Okay. Links is only if we're taking them externally. So say like one of the chamber members is having an event that they want registration for, or we want to take them to more information. We usually use this where we just direct them like, hey, do you have a place on your website for more information? We just add that in there, and then we just add the more information, or register, or whatever that is, we put that in there. So then that way, any additional information, it just goes to the chamber member's website, and they take care of everything else. Organizer, this is important because this signifies whether, helps us like who's actually doing the event. So of course, if it's our networking event, then we have the Wayne Chamber on there. If it's anybody else, we just go ahead and add it in there. There's a few here. If not, it's the same thing. Insert new organizer, name, phone number, email. You just fill in as much as we can. The page URL, so you put their in the website. And again, if it's a company, then we can put their image. If we have it, we can put it in there with their logo. Cost. If it's we typically don't use this. because usually our costs are variable, especially for the sponsorships. And we don't put any cost in. We just put that in here in the, you can put it here if you want, but most of the time it's in here, or I put a note that says, you know, cost to the event, see website for more, see chamber member website for more details, or something like that. And we just link it to their website. This you don't have to worry about. So then you come over here, like I said, you categorize it. This is where we have any of these information that we can go ahead and put it here, live entertainment. Like we try to keep these general, so then that way we don't have too many categories being used. Tag, we do Wayne, City of Wayne event and Wayne Chamber event, just so that way we can tag them separately, that if we're doing something specifically for the City of Wayne versus that we're doing it, it's just the thing with the city that, you know, just to make sure there's that special differentiation that they're doing this event and we're just supporting them. And then down here is the featured image. Typically we use a square graphic. We just crop whatever is being used for social media. We just use that and then crop it if we can into a square. We just don't want something that's super large. And then we update or we publish it whenever we're done. And then it'll automatically go live. Now let me show you the other type. All right, so this is a golf outing. See, if it says Elementor, then we edit with the Elementor plugin. You see here, everything, so you fill out all of the event, like the date, like all of this stuff, all of that gets done on that other screen. Then when you're ready to put in the description and the rest of the information, then you save it and then you go into here and you edit the actual post details. So this polls, you can also do it from this, the post settings, this is the title, this is the featured image, that stuff. So now we get into this area where is the description. We now kind of do a builder and we put everything together. Okay. So this is all of the builder, you know, the event information. Then we put another section that has all the sponsorship opportunities and we list all of that out for people. Then it's really important that in the sponsors, we display all of the sponsors. So then that way, anytime somebody goes to that event page, they can immediately see this is the sponsors. So we always list them by the level of sponsorship. So gold, silver, so this one is incorrect, but that's okay. Bronze, and then for this particular one, they have a sign at the hole that people can purchase specifically those. And that's pretty much it. And then we have what's not on here, which I'll show you in another one, is because we didn't have it up and going, but people can actually sponsor and register online. So let me show you that. So we had that going for this. This is the first event that we did it at. Same thing, we had all this, but what we do for the embedding is that we use Eventzilla, so we put all of the ticket information, sponsorship information in Eventzilla, and all we do is just embed a widget, so then that system handles all of the payment processing, all of that stuff is done on that system. But again, sponsorships, I mean, there wasn't much for this event. And then the nominees, this is a specific thing that they do via just to get nominations. So this is a specific embed that we do, but we kind of build this page out. So then that way we can display all of this information that we can't do on the regular post. And then again, once we're done changing all, editing or adding all the information, we just go ahead and publish it. And that's pretty much it.